I saw your story. So are you not Internet Barbie no more?
No.
She died.
What?
Let me open up with that. I just changed my name, my artist name, to just Desanti.
Why?
Are you mad? Are you mad at me?
I mean, I'm not mad. You can do what you want. I support you, but I love Internet Barbie.
I know.
Why?
She was an era, but I just feel like when I started it, I wanted the artist brand to go viral, and that's like all I made it for. And it was like an alter ego persona kind of thing, and I just feel like I grew out of it.
Okay. So now you're taking a different artistic direction.
Well, I think it's going to be the same brand, and I'm still going to have a lot of like Barbie moments, but I think I'm going to use it as like, that's a way I can express it that way, but then I can also feel okay with going a different way in music and not feel like I have to fit it into that specific box.
Okay, so you're starting a new project essentially.
Yeah. It'll be a little different, but I'll still feed that creative space for it too.
Nice.
Yeah, like you'll hear the
I'm a little
Barbie
bit
sounds.
sad.
I know.
You know, I wore the bow for you the other night last time.
I know. I saw, and I was so happy. It made me smile.
I might have lost it.
Don't say that. You kept it for so long.
I know. I kept it in my DJ backpack, so I came
like
everywhere.
she took you everywhere with her.
I know.
I have another one. I can give it to you.
Did the bow go to New York?
Of course, the bow went to New York.
I've never been to New York, but
The bow,
the
where?
Internet Barbie bow made it to New York.
Yeah. I mean, I'm going back there. I'm going back on Saturday. I'm headed back to New York.
You travel so much.
I have been. I'm sad about Internet Barbie. Like, your new project is just Desanti.
Yeah.
Same sound profile or different?
I'm incorporating more rock sounds. More alternative.
Yeah,
sounds.
I love that. From your last show, that was my favorite when you pulled out the rock versions. I was like, yes.
Yeah, I'm gonna mix EDM and rock, and I'm still playing with the sounds, but I love EDM and rock. Those are like my two.
Same.
Yeah, I do too.
So I mean, I want to. One track that I wanted to actually remix is "Sober" by Tool. Like that has been.
Oh my God.
I can't stop until I remake. You listen to Tool?
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm a rock girl.
Like their top hits.
I think the guys were always pumped like at the end of my sets at Segredo when I'd start pulling out like the rock music and Audio Slave and
I think everybody loves it. I love it.
Oh yeah. I need more of that. I think the world needs more EDM rock, so I'm excited about that.
For sure. I remember one time we were at Lock Bar and then you were talking about your Freaky Deaky set and you're like, I want to open up with Nirvana.
I did it. I got a Nirvana shirt on right now.
Yeah.
I did it.
And everyone was like, please don't. Like, no, don't. Please don't.
I supported it. I was waiting for it, and I went to go see it.
Yes, you were there.
And it was a hit.
Wait, that was the LAN?
That was Lights All Night.
LAN?
No.
I thought it was
Fuck,
Freaky.
that was Freaky Deaky.
Freaky
And
Deaky.
you know what? I missed that one.
You know what? We missed that one.
Oh, you guys did?
We meant to get it, but we got there late, remember?
Why?
No, we worked the night she played Saturday night. We missed that. We were working.
Oh,
But
fuck.
we were going Sunday.
We almost made Max's set.
Yeah,
That's what
and
it
we
was.
were.
I'm
Two
sorry.
hours
This
late.
was like last year. I'm just trying to... I've been drinking.
But you've played LAN since then.
Yeah.
You've played Miami Music Week.
Yes.
You've played New York.
Yes.
How does it feel?
Yeah.
I don't know what's happening right now. I don't know. It feels good.
It's just good.
I hope so.
I mean, yeah, it feels like I'm right at the brink of, I feel like I've got to like pretty much the peak of where I can get to without actually like releasing my own music. So
Okay.
that's where I'm focused on now, is producing, which is what I was doing before I came over here. So,
Love it.
I don't know. I got to play with Max Styler last night. That was freaking amazing. Like
Wish I could have been there too.
oh my god.
I saw the videos.
Like just the DJs I'm getting to play with are like blowing my mind. I looked at my EPK and like the list of major artists that I played with, just
No, yeah.
like just in such a short amount of time. It's epic to me. Like it's
You've been killing it over this last year.
Yeah.
yeah.
You've only been DJing for like what, 3 years?
I thought it was
No.
like 5, 6.
I started it. It'll be 2 years in June.
Oh my god!
So
I don't know. What the fuck? Why did I get 5 years
I
from?
love that.
I don't know. So I think Miami Music Week, like 2 years ago, you know, I've always wanted to DJ. And I was like, I'm actually gonna do this. Like, I took the full plunge in, and I met some producer down at Music Week, and basically a total piece of shit. Long story short, but I sent him a bunch of money.
Recently?
This was 2 years ago, Miami Music Week, and I was like,
Okay.
I want equipment. I need to learn how to play because I didn't really know anyone at that time. I wasn't in the world, like in the industry. I didn't know anyone that had DJ equipment. So I'm like, I really want to learn. I don't know how to get into this. So I sent him this money for these CDJs. He's like, oh, I got you. And then I think I sent him like $800 or like basically fast forward. I ended up sending him like $2,100.
Oh my god!
Because I wanted the new Opus unit. I'm like, oh, it's so pretty, blah, blah, blah. The guy took my money and ran.
That's crazy.
Oh, wow.
And he's known in the industry. I think his name is Jamal Thomas or some shit like that. Oh,
Sounds like a scammer.
I'm gonna put his name. I'm gonna put his name out.
If anybody knows where he's at,
yeah,
let us know.
facts. Yeah, Jamal Thomas. What
He owes
is
us money.
Yes. So then another friend of mine heard about this, and I didn't tell anyone about when it happened because I was like so new. I'm like I didn't want to make any, like enemies in the industry, and like he had been to like the Grammys. He'd been Grammy nominated, like.
Damn.
Yeah, so I was like, okay, I don't know, I want to step on any feet. So a friend of mine was like pissed, and he ended up buying me my first DJ unit, and I got that in June of 2023, and then I just kind of started practicing from there. I had a couple of mentors and started booking shows. Failed very miserably on a few of them. Like I had no idea what the hell I was doing, really. Like I just kind of knew like the basics, like some beat matching, and my tracks weren't even analyzed in
I like that mic
exactly
better.
what I'm talking about.
Yeah.
damn.
You see what I'm saying?
Okay.
Then not the nani. Now you're in my ear.
Wait, so what was the first, like your first into music? Because if no one around you is doing it and you're going into it and you're like, I'm new, where do you go to like find your first way to learn? Like were you YouTubing things?
Well, I had been watching a guy actually in the local scene. He was one that I saw him playing at one of the clubs here in Houston, and he was one of the first DJs that I turned around and like actually noticed. I was like, who's playing the music? Like this is really good. And my ex-boyfriend and I used to travel quite a bit, and we'd get sections, and we'd always go see DJs.
Oh yeah.
Hell yeah.
Oh yeah.
Hell yeah. So we traveled quite a bit, and I saw some major artists, but anyways, I just asked him if he would give me lessons, and he said yeah. And I guess it never happened while I was with my boyfriend at the time, but as soon as we broke up, like the week after, I was like, all right, let's start those lessons. And I didn't really get lessons. He taught me more like I kind of followed him around to his gigs, and he kind of taught me the basics like beat matching, setting the tempo. I didn't even put headphones on for like the first 3-4 months. I didn't even know how to I didn't know how to do anything on the controller. But like basically start a song, first you set the tempo. I would start the track like the last minute of the song, and then you beat match with the dials, and then you just kind of bring it in and bring the other one out. It was so basic. And then you just kind of grow from there. And I watched a lot of YouTube videos.
I think it sounds basic, but it also takes a lot to like run the crowd and actually show the time.
That is, like
there's a lot more to it than just that.
And it's just, yeah, and like knowing, it's just there's so much to learn continuously, and just there's songs that you hear that you think are good. Okay, this is a fun song, but then it's like how do you mix it in and the flow of it, and like certain elements in the song the crowds will react to, and it just takes constant practice and learning, and you really can't do that unless you do it live and you fail, and which God, you guys have been there when I have like fallen flat on my face more times than I wanted
Which
to.
we never noticed
And
you
say
doing
that
at all.
the time, and like every time I'm like, we say it to each other, we're like, she is going off right now.
Yeah, like you
like
kill it.
to an untrained ear, You're doing great.
It's just, I mean,
honestly, I think a trained ear too, but you know what I mean.
well, yeah, but like, it's just sometimes like when I feel like I'm not connecting with the crowd and I don't, like, you've seen those nights where the crowd just like really gets into it and like everyone's really happy. And those nights where I feel like everyone, like, especially if I see people leaving, which I know, like, you guys see.
But you've been put in like a lot of difficult scenarios.
Oh God, that place has made me grow so much as an artist because you never know what to expect. Like, and it's such a diverse crowd, and then they have, anyways, restrictions on the type of music they wanted me to play. They're like, we want you to play disco, and a lot of '80s remixes, and sometimes it sucks. Like, you can't get the people like vibing on that. Like, this music sucks, and I'm sorry that I'm playing it, but they told me to.
And that's the hard part about DJing. When you're DJing at places where they're booking you and they're like, we want you to sound a certain way, and you don't get to fully be creatively free with what you actually would play.
Yeah, I think as I've gotten more confident and my opportunities have grown, because, you know, this is the only thing that I do to support myself, you know, outside of the businesses that I've started. You're so terrified to lose any of those gigs that you're afraid to push back and really like do what you know is right as an artist and what fits for you. And I think now that I've grown and I'm more confident in my opportunities and just the people that I know, I'm willing to push some of those boundaries if I know it's right for the crowd. And I don't know.
What are like how do you gauge it? Like, what are you looking for? What are you looking at?
As far as
what the crowd is feeling and which way to turn it and whatnot.
You can feel it, like, in the energy in the room. Like,
obviously you can see like who's dancing and things like that.
But even if people aren't dancing, like, people, like, you can see it in people's body language, just in the way, like, I don't know, eventually if you get people loosened up enough, and you know this, especially as an entertainer too, like, people get comfortable and then their body changes and then like the energy in the room just shifts, and then that part I think is the hardest part, getting people warmed up where they're just like, they're not paying attention too hard, you're not agitating them. I don't know.
Yeah, because sometimes the DJ catches my attention in like the wrong way, where I'm like, whoa, that transition like kind of caught me off guard. Like, whenever you're able to just like kind of set the mood and set the vibe and the atmosphere, and then I don't.
Oh, you don't.
No, it's fine. I just thought that was so funny. While she's talking. It's totally okay.
Acceptable.
Me and my pacifier over here.
It's a stressful conversation. It's business. Yes. My pacifier.
I mean, we were having so much fun downstairs. What were we talking about? Jesus.
I know.
How was Miami? You just came back from Miami Music Week. You were
Miami
performing
Music Week
for the first time,
God.
right?
3 times
For Miami Music Week.
Honestly, it was so nerve-wracking, and I think I'm getting...
Why?
Okay, well, I get these opportunities are just that I'm getting are unreal to me. I mean, really, I wanted to DJ because I wanted to be able to go to parties and stuff and be know what the fuck I was doing and play music better for my friends. I always had the aux cord, and then I started getting all these opportunities.
I love that friend.
The aux cord
it's
DJs.
not me. Yeah.
Yes. Whatever that one road trip we took.
I can be a hit here and there, but I really appreciate.
No, would you turn on Shipwreck or something?
Yeah,
set?
that was one set, and thank God the drive was that long. that was all I had.
That's all I got.
Into that.
No, it's my best mix I have to offer, but like, thank God the drive.
It
thank
works.
God that was it.
But I think I doubt my capabilities a lot, and I know it's because I have a lot to learn. And
You're very hard on yourself, though.
yeah, I am. I've been like that my whole life.
Do you feel like that's why you've grown so much in the past 2 years?
I mean, I do this night and day, like sun up to sundown. I mean, I get my computer out and I'm looking at the new music, or I'm watching something to learn something different. But I get these opportunities, and I know some people come up to me. I haven't even been doing this 2 years. There's people that have been doing it for over 10. That, like, I've had someone come up there, like, I've been DJing for 5 years. I would love to go play at Bauhaus. Like, how did you get in? Like, that's a dream of mine. So I feel a lot of pressure to perform and to this exceptional level. That just comes with experience and learning. And I feel so much pressure to perform that way because I don't want to let anyone down either. And I think it's hard because I don't want people to, like, doubt my capabilities. And I always try to accept gigs and opportunities that are within, I know, will push my boundaries, but
Yeah.
also that I'm capable of achieving if I put the right amount of effort into it. So I think that's why I get very, very nervous in these situations sometimes, and
That's fair.
I forget to have fun.
Yeah.
So, but anyways, Music Week it was great. I didn't go to I only went to the events that I was playing in because it gets very overwhelming. So I played at a pool party, which was fun, and that was very hard because it was super sunny. And when I learned how to DJ, the guy that taught me, he's like, use your ears, and like none of my tracks were analyzed. So I had to do everything by ear. I didn't know what like the little red tick marks. You guys aren't gonna know what I'm talking about, but
I know
Somebody will.
I mean, yeah. So in house music, or I don't know if it's this way in other music, I should study it more. But if you'll hear it in music, like DJs count all the time. So you go 1, 2, 3, 4, and you always want to count 16 beats, because about every 16 beats, something in the song will change. Or, you'll want to start your tracks, you want to phrase them together, because when you mix them, they just sound better. The sounds will like line up better. But anyways, my tracks, every beat will have like a red tick mark. So when you start your next one, if you line up those two red marks on the program or on the CDJ or on the screen or whatever, your beat should essentially be, as my mentor told me, he's like, you want your beats to fuck. So like you want them to like you want them to be clapping.
They'll be
I wanna fuck to the beat.
You want them to clap. So anyways, my tracks were not analyzed, so like my beat grid was off. So when you'd hear a beat, you would hear it, but like the line would be over here. So I had to do everything by ear. But anyways, I was playing at this pool party, and it was sunny as hell, and we were playing on 2000s, which is an older CDJ setup. So like the newer CDJs, you can see the waveforms of the song. So when you do that, you can kind of put your
match
songs.
the waves up.
Yeah, you can match the waves up, so you can like use the energy. When the drop's gonna hit, so you can maybe do a quick bass swap. Like it just makes mixing so much easier if you're watching that. Like, I mean, obviously, the more experience you get, you're gonna do it naturally, but I couldn't see any of that. It was really loud.
You just had to hear the beats. And
Yeah,
match
so I
them
couldn't
up.
see any of that. I couldn't see I was trying to mix quick, and then when I walked into it, they were playing like fucking ultra festival music, and I was like, holy fuck. I'm like, I don't play any of this music. I had like prepped like for house, like upbeat house, and I was like, damn. And the crowd was vibing hard. I'm like, well, do I stick more to my sound? Which obviously I want to do that. Anyways, I go in there, so I can't see the screens. And I was having a hard time hearing in my headphones to hear if my beat match was on.
Damn.
And I couldn't see the waveform, so I was just waiting for the end of a drop, and so my mix got a little boring. I mean, that's full disclosure. Like, it wasn't my favorite set. There was someone drumming, and it was windy.
Like along with you?
What?
Like drumming along with you?
Yeah, like
It's
drumming on the
coffee.
side. I love when I play with yeah, but sometimes it makes it so hard because you have to hear, and you're having to pay attention to the song because you're counting.
No, it sounds like a really stressful job.
It's
Yeah.
stressful
Like
as
there's
hell.
so much going on. Like you have to also, you're paying attention to the crowd. You have what you have going on right now. You have to plan the next song and the next song, but you also have to match it up just perfectly to get that perfect transition.
Yeah.
I'm stressed out just thinking about it.
So there's different CDJ equipment in every different venue?
Yeah, well,
you just have
I
to
bring
be
my own
ready?
Disagretto, my little
Okay.
all-in-one unit. But then different clubs have different units. I just played on one. Oh, where was I? Montrose Country Club, that one that just opened.
I want to go there.
Oh, it's
It
amazing.
looks great.
I'm playing there soon. I was actually supposed to play there yesterday, but I canceled to go play with Max Styler.
I feel that.
Yeah, that one I couldn't miss. Like, he's one of my favorite.
No, opportunity. We're chasing all that.
I mean, I gave up a lot of money to do that because I didn't get paid shit hardly to go play Max Styler.
She said I got free drinks.
I did. I gave one of them to Max.
Oh, well, that was a choice.
But it was, honestly, like, you learn a lot from watching these major DJs, and like just the chance to get to like
Costs an opportunity.
yeah, like I've learned a lot just from watching them and the way that they mix, and like I'm constantly watching them, and I get the opportunity to stand. Like, a lot of these DJs, they're playing for thousands and thousands of people, and I'm getting to sit in the booth with them and just watch them. Like, there's a huge advantage to that.
Yeah.
But anyways, yeah. So Music Week was good. The second gig. I'm picking up my phone. I'm like, I'm just over here fiddling. Are we talking? Okay, the second gig was a little bit of drama because they initially booked me, and the guy they booked me with to headline with, he's like an OG in the industry. Like, I'm not super familiar with him, but they sent me the flyer, and I was like, I don't think you guys created this quite right. Like, my name is much bigger than the headliner, so it makes it look like he's playing support for me. And this is a guy, this is a titan. He's been in the industry for a while. I'm like, no, it's fine. Just go ahead. And I know they wanted to use my image a little bit, but then they also want to make sure people knew that he was playing at the event too. Mm-hmm. Well, anyways, his agency saw it, or he saw it or something, and they lost their shit. And they're like, oh, yeah, he commented on my post online. He's like, I don't know what this is. He's like, you need to take it down. I was like, the fuck? So I called Danny, my manager. I was like, Danny, I'm like, I don't know. This is legit. What's going on? Anyways, long story short, like, the company that booked me ended up getting fined like a bunch of money for creating that flyer and releasing it. And then they moved me to the next night. So like I wasn't even on the same lineup as that guy. Like, it was shitty. Like, it's like, okay, I get it. Like, it was a mistake. I had pointed it out to them that it was wrong, but
it's a little dramatic. He was intimidated.
Like, they didn't run it by.
I mean, I sold tickets too.
Damn.
Because I had my own ticket link, so to people I didn't know. So I get it. They wanted to use my image.
I mean, get it. And if it was selling, then why not just let it happen?
Well, but someone that's been in the industry, that's like basically.
No, I mean, I get it.
Yeah.
Go ahead. Sorry.
I wouldn't. The best I can describe is like if you put Drake's name below like someone that no one knew, but they were hot as hell. You know, like, I mean, not saying that I'm hot as hell, but
yeah, that's what they're doing.
But oh my god.
Do you find a lot of people trying to use like the fact that you're a hot woman to their advantage?
Big titty DJ.
The fact that you're a hot woman.
Of course. You know, that's to be expected. Like,
are you okay with that?
Yeah, what are your thoughts on it?
I mean, depending on how it's done. Like, obviously, like, I like to surprise people too, and people just expect. 'Cause I've seen some female DJs and even some male DJs that they're good looking, but they're not good DJs. So, you know, I get the connotation that comes along with it, and I do get, it's frustrating to have to fight that, and I think people think that I get a lot of the opportunities I get just because of, you know, how I look or how I, you know, you look online, and I do try and portray myself respectfully, but I mean, at the end of the day, also, yeah, sex does sell, and image is important in this industry. Like,
yeah, for sure.
So it's kind of a catch-22. I don't get upset, and I'm willing to do it in a tasteful manner. Obviously, I want to take care of myself and look good. You know, it attracts people. Like, people want to look at same way with like actors, actresses, singers, performers.
Yeah, for sure.
You know, like, you want to take care of yourself.
Yeah, and anyone who's mad at that is just
hating,
not happy with themselves.
Yeah. So I don't get super upset about it, and I get it. I understand it. Yeah, it doesn't bother me. The only thing that frustrates me is sometimes I think it can actually impede on my opportunities. Like, people don't take me as seriously because there are, like, they call them like the TikTok DJs or the influencer DJs. You know, that they just, the only reason they get these opportunities is because of how they look or their following. And I'm like, but on the same sense, yeah, I mean,
I think I'd rather have that judgment.
Yeah, that's the entertainment industry. Yeah. But I don't know. I think you understand it as well, and like Nikki, I'm sure you do too. Just, you have to have tough skin.
Yeah.
In any sort of performing or what?
Speaking to
the mic.
Sorry.
You're doing great. You have to work to keep going. Keep going.
I keep going?
No, keep
should I work on my posture?
We can do it.
What else are we talking about? Yeah, Miami was great. You know, in the last day,
we have this problem where we go back and forth between topics. Like, we'll say like 3 different stories while talking about like trying to get through one story.
And then don't finish any of them.
It's girl talk.
Yeah.
The last day was the best day though.
Miami Music Week.
Miami
Back
Music
to
Week.
that.
Oh fuck!
So you see what I'm saying?
God damn.
Back
Okay.
to
Yes. So back to Miami Music Week. The last day was the best day. We were talking about the gig that I got pulled off of because they misused my image or my name, but whatever. It's a very sensitive industry. But anyways, the last day, and I was cooked. I was tired. I was wiped out. I'd been there.
That's a new one for you.
Wait, is that not?
That. No, it's a thing.
Is this a thing? I'm trying to stay hip. I'm trying to stay relevant.
I'm not living with the cooked.
Is that old?
No. It's very with the times. Maybe I'm getting old.
Okay.
No, I support you saying it. I'm not saying.
Oh, okay. It. I mean, I learned most of everything I know from Max. Like,
makes sense.
I've adapted his lingo.
We are so up, baby.
We're so up, baby.
We're so back, baby.
Oh my god!
Shout out Max.
Just like me for real.
Thanks for keeping me.
Just like me for real.
Yes. Where did this come from? TikTok?
I don't know where he gets these things, but they're trending. Maybe he's a trendsetter.
Maybe he is.
I don't know.
Yeah, I wish I could think of the other ones. Oh, low key. Low key.
It's a good one.
Low key.
High key.
Mid key.
Mid key.
No, I made that up. Trying to make fetch happen.
Fetch. Ooh. Like from that show.
Movie. Mean Girls.
No, it's not a thing.
A movie.
She said, "Stop trying to make fetch happen." It's not
Fetch, not a thing.
We should make our own thing.
Okay.
I feel like we have some.
I
just can't think of any right now.
No, like us throughout our times together. Can't remember.
I just held my breath for that silence. I just held my breath for it. I don't know why.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know why.
Anyways, last day. Okay, I'm gonna finich the music.
Last
story.
day.
It's
So
really,
were these
it's really
shows back
boring.
to back?
God damn, cut to the chase, Lace.
Were these?
She's a rapper now.
White Cardi.
Producer.
DJ. You guys didn't know that you're with White Cardi, okay?
White Cardi.
I used to
Fuck
be.
yeah.
Oh, I love
want
Cardi
a t-shirt with that.
Fuck yeah.
Fuck yeah.
So anyways, I was cooked. She
was barbecued.
She's grilled straight.
They put her in the broiler.
Yeah, I was damn. I was
crawfish season.
I was spent.
Crawfish.
I was done. I was signed, sealed, deliver. It was Monday.
Steaming.
It was Monday, so I got to Miami, I think, on Tuesday, and like it's nothing but nonstop. And I only went to the events really that I played because it gets very overwhelming. Anyways, Monday, I was exhausted, and I was playing with Max back to back. The headliner ended up canceling. He ended up in the hospital. I'm not sure why.
Oh my God.
I hope he's doing okay, but they called me. My friend actually was the one that booked me, and he's like, "Hey, Lace, we're gonna have you fill into the headliner spot." And I was like, "Oh shit."
Oh, nice.
So, I said I'm gonna have Max play then too as the opener, which was great. It was a great opportunity for him. So he and I were gonna just play back to back. It was a 3-hour gig, and it was we started playing together, and I just couldn't catch the same vibe as him. He was playing good music, and I was like struggling to like keep up, keep the vibe, consistency. And then about the 4th track, the room had started filling up, and this is an amazing club. Like they'd done a lot of really great renovations, and the lighting was amazing.
What club was it?
Club Mad in Wynwood.
Okay.
It was epic. I mean, they had major DJs playing there all week. Like, it's a badass club.
I wish we could have made it.
Oh. So about the 4th track, I'm about ready to start. We were playing. They had 4 CDJs set up. So Max was. We were doing. I think we were doing 2 and 2. So he would play 2 tracks, and I would play 2 tracks. And sometimes it's good to do that in a back to back, just so you can keep the consistency, especially if you're struggling to like match songs. Anyways, the drop of one song was about to hit. I was like, all right, I'm gonna start my next track. Hit the cue just to like hear it, and I hit the cue on the CDJ where the music was playing, so I completely stopped the music, and the crowd was in full. I was like, oh god! And then I hit play once again. It started the track from the beginning of the track, and I'm like, oh, okay. And Max looked at me, and so then I was like, fuck, I can't play the same song again. Like we were already at the end of the second drop. The song was almost over, so I picked another song real quick, and I mixed it very quickly. And Max looked at me, he's like, Lace, he's like, take a break. I'm like, yeah, you're right. Yeah, you're right. So I walked away, took a deep breath. He ended up playing for the first hour and a half, like played a great set, got the crowd vibing.
So these sets are like multiple hours long.
Yeah, I mean, when I play in most of my sets in Houston, like Segredo, I only play like 3 hours.
Dang, I
the other
didn't
place
think
is, like,
about
4.
that. I didn't think about like 3 to 4 hours.
Yeah.
It's 3 hours at Segredo every time.
Yeah, it's 3.
Wow.
Like Best Regards, it's 4. Like pretty much everywhere else is like 4.
That's crazy.
But I mean, that's more. Those are different kind of sets because like, it's not people there really to hear music.
Yeah.
Necessarily.
Versus Miami Music Week, it's like
people are there. They're watching you. They want to see a good set. They want to. They want to see a journey. They want to see you. They're paying attention to like the story that you're telling. So, anyways, he did a great job setting the vibe, and I came back in. I started playing, and I was, still on edge from being, it's embarrassing. Like, people are looking at you like, oh, here's this fucking DJ that's supposed to be headlining. You're playing music
sure
week, and
no
you're
one
hitting the cue
noticed.
button and like train wrecking.
I don't think they notice at all.
Oh, they noticed when the music stopped.
Oh, okay, but yeah,
and I'm like, and then I hit play, and it starts. And when you're playing an extended mix, which is the version that you play when you're DJing, it has like, it's a very minimal part of the song because you use that to mix in the other songs before like the full song kicks into effect. So it was very obvious. But anyways, I kind of got in my groove. I played a little more on what the industry would call commercial side. But I played, I dropped a little Dom Dalla, the new Dreaming song, and people were like, oh yeah. I'm like, okay. And I saw him kind of vibing, and I was like, fuck it, we're going a little more techno-y. And I played some melodic techno, which I don't really play a lot of anymore, but I used to play a lot of it, and the crowd was vibing. And I had 4 melodic techno tracks on my USB. I was like, where's all the rest of my melodic? Because I don't play it much anymore. So I played those 4 tracks. I played 5 Max Styler tracks actually in that set. So thank you, Max, for basically I just pretended to be you for a night.
They loved it.
They loved it.
They ate it up.
It was good. Like I was kind of fighting for my life. I from a DJ standpoint on that Monday, like the crowd was vibing and it was fun. Like I had good tracks, but I basically played banger after banger after banger, so I was kind of taking the cheat way out of DJing. I don't typically like to. You need to let the crowd get a little bored a little bit.
Is there a song that you absolutely hate, but you'll play it because it's just a banger every time? You just know it's going to be a hit. It's a safe song.
Damn, I know there's so many of them.
I get this feeling.
I love that song. I hate playing it though.
I'm tired of hearing it, but I do love it.
I think I've only played it like once at Segredo.
Okay.
Honestly, people always come up, and I know anytime I hit a John Summit song, like I'm losing the crowd, I'm like, fuck it, bring in John Summit. Summit, he's like the Bad Bunny of.
Yeah.
Either Bad Bunny, I have a Bad Bunny remix. I do not like. I can't say I don't like Bad Bunny. I doubt he'll ever watch this. But
you don't.
I mean, I don't enjoy reggaeton. I don't.
Out.
She's not a Latin girly.
I mean, I say that I don't like it. I don't like playing it. Like it doesn't appeal to me as much. But it's groovy. I like it. It fits the vibes. It fits well. But I know that the easy button in DJing, and especially like you get the girls in, you get a couple of girls dancing and having fun. They're gonna control the whole room. So when you're really struggling and like you just need to hit that easy button, like. God damn it, okay. I get a lot of Fisher requests. I never play Fisher music, really.
I feel like he's a hit right now, like more than ever.
Really? I feel like he was at his prime like a couple years ago.
Oh, maybe you're right. I just
but he's kind of stepped back because he just had a baby, kind of stepped out. But I mean, he's got great energy, and like like his project, kind of like you said, you gave up the internet. We've retired the internet Barbie. I mean, you step out and it's a certain persona that you create.
Yeah.
Yeah. One song in particular. I'm gonna think about that and come back to it. One will pop into my head.
Is there a producer that it's your dream to B2B with? I mean, DJ.
Oh, Blondish. She would kick my ass, but God, I love her. I study every single one of her sets, to be honest. Like, I saw her play at Bauhaus, and that's when she had just kind of released that Madonna remix, Sorry.
Okay.
Yeah, I won't sing it,
please.
You want to?
Please do it.
Do we have auto-tune? Here we go.
Sure.
We'll put it on there.
You will?
Mm-hmm.
Lie.
No, I will.
Hey, only one way to find out.
I forgot the words.
You liar.
I have Google right here.
Yeah.
Just kidding. It's okay.
I've been singing bananas.
Real?
Yeah. No, I mean, yeah.
When you played my song at Cigarette, I died.
That was a
I
moment.
diverted that conversation.
I died.
That was honestly getting to play that song and we'd planned it the whole night.
Because I've never heard my song mixed with anything.
I need to do more of that, and I've been planning to do it. I think you're supposed to send me that new rock song that you played at your set.
Yeah.
I'm waiting for that one.
I will. It's not mixed yet.
I think y'all should
It's not
make like
even
a
done
whole
yet.
new song together.
Ooh, I'm down.
I would love to.
I'm down because producing, obviously, like I'm getting these opportunities.
I'm producing now too.
I saw that. Congratulations.
So we can
Are you
definitely
using
make something.
Ableton?
Yeah.
Fuck yeah. So I'm actually I'm working with some producers that know what they're doing. So learning.
That's important.
Yeah. So I can continue to get these gigs, and I'll get support gigs, which is great. But as you go along, eventually you're gonna be irrelevant in the industry. You're gonna get replaced by fresh talent, new people, new faces, until you have your own music and something like people want to come see you play your music. So I know that I'm at that point now where I'm kind of at the cusp of getting to the next level, but I can't do that until I have my own music and something that people know me for.
But I love that you're so growth oriented.
Oh yeah.
I just burped.
Oh.
We're gonna ignore that.
Hell yeah.
Are we taking another tequila shot or what?
I would like one more, but I do have to leave in like 15
We'll
minutes.
we'll do it
Don't
before we
hate
leave.
me. Okay, I have to leave in 10 minutes actually.
She said no.
And then what? I don't even have to go to bed tonight because I'm gonna be at the hospital all week.
Oh my god. You're gonna
She
be
doesn't even
laying
know where
down.
she's going. What's going on at the hospital and where are you staying? You don't even know.
I don't think she could
No,
say
say
that.
exactly what the hell you said.
Okay,
earlier.
well, I was in an auto accident last summer, and they're gonna do some more imaging, and I have some bulging discs in my neck and back, so I could have some. But I'm being
damn.
I am going. I have an attorney's office, so they're sending me here to get checked out and like get the full gambit. I don't know where I'm going. I probably is a nut house. I don't know. I feel like this is staged or something, but I'm gonna enjoy it.
She's just
You're
with
going
it.
to stay at this place with all these
They're sending
things
me a
happening to you. You have no idea where
They're
you're going.
sending me a car. I mean, they have a bunch of.
Who is they?
She's like, I'm just getting in the
I
car.
don't know.
You don't know who they are. That's
Vacation?
crazy. She said, "Come visit us." We're like, "Okay, sure. Where are you gonna be at?" I don't know.
Send me a car. I'll get in.
I don't know.
That's crazy, Lace.
No, I do know. I
Like,
mean,
thank God I have your location because that's crazy.
I do. All my friends think I'm gonna like get kidnapped, but I guarantee that wouldn't last
Nah.
very long.
You're like, no, they were nice.
They give me.
I think you could fight him off.
I mean, I got held at
No,
gunpoint
yeah,
in Thailand once. But I would say that was more my ex's fault.
Oh my God, I was held up at gunpoint by my ex. That's crazy.
Oh, not by my ex. Oh, you were held up at
different.
gunpoint. Wait, oh damn.
One of my
We just
exes.
went
There's
deep.
like one ex everyone knows about. It's not him. It's like a way back one. But yes. Why?
I didn't say anything. I didn't
Oh.
know this.
Why?
Damn.
I feel like we talked about this on a podcast already.
Did
I need
we?
to catch up on the
No, we
podcast.
didn't.
I'm not gonna lie. I didn't even know you had
Base-
an Instagram page, and I feel really bad about this.
It's okay.
That is crazy because we've been
It's
friends for like
new.
a year now, but it's fine. Anyways,
I mean,
well, if you want to know, long story short, because we're low on time, my ex, this is like I dated him for 6 months. Not even that serious, but it was in high school, so whatever. I went out of town. He cheated on me with my guy best friend, and then I was just in high school, immature. I outed him to it. I showed up at his high school when I found out at his lunch, and told everyone he was gay.
Not lunchtime.
I showed up at lunch. We went to two different high schools, and then I showed up at his house.
oh shit! Don't fuck around with Nikki.
Don't fuck with. No, that's
And what'd you
crazy.
do at his house?
And I was telling his cousin that he was like I knew his parents were out of town, so I showed up. I wasn't gonna do this in front of his parents.
Yeah.
But I knew his cousin was there, and I was just like, your cousin's fucking gay. He cheated on me with my guy best friend, this, and that. And then while I'm talking to the cousin, the boyfriend at the time leaves the room, and then comes back, puts a gun to my head, and says, "Get the fuck out of my house."
Damn.
and
Yeah,
this
that's-
kid was like 17.
I was probably like 17. He's probably like 16.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, that's what you get when you date younger guys.
Yeah, facts. Did you guys reconcile later? Or?
No, never spoke to him again.
That's crazy.
Where's he at now?
That was the last you heard of him?
We're actually friends on Facebook.
Okay.
We don't talk, but
Is he gay, or is that just is a moment in his life, or
I never have seen him date a man since then. I think he was curious.
just curious?
And my guy best friend was very handsome,
Yeah.
very convincing.
Can
I
I-
think maybe after, I mean, as an adult now, I'm like, you know what? I get it. Maybe you're curious sometimes.
Yeah.
But at the time, it fucking hurt.
Not
Yeah,
while you're
for
not
sure.
while
No,
you're
he's with a
dating
girl
someone.
now. He's with a girl. He lives in Colorado. It's the whole thing.
Okay.
Okay.
Damn.
Okay. Well, we have
On that note,
we have 8 minutes left, but I really wanted to know about your transition from working corporate to now being a full-time DJ and what that was like quitting
Yeah.
and being able to support yourself and that transition, because I feel like a lot of people look up to you in that way where it's like,
Yeah.
oh shit, she did it.
Yeah, well, I guess I worked corporate, and then I left my corporate job to go help my ex-boyfriend with his business. So I worked for him for a while, and then when we broke up, I kind of was unemployed. So I'm like, fuck it, like this is my time to really, like I've been wanting to DJ my whole life. Music has been my life forever. I mean, I would record mixtapes off the radio. Like I would wait for the song to come on just so I could hit record when it came on the radio. Yes, I'm that old. Anyway, but you know, it was a struggle. I had to live off my savings. You know, when you start off, you're not making like any money. Like you get basically drink tickets and maybe like $100 or something. Like it's not the corporate 6-figure job that I had. But since then, you know, like it's kind of everything, the way that you approach it. You know, I've started 2 companies now. Having that knowledge, the corporate knowledge and the education, like I have a degree in supply chain and operations management. So having that in like the knowledge of business has helped a lot. And you really have to treat this like a business. It is a lot of fun, and you see like, you know, all the partying going on around you. But what I've really noticed, especially the DJs that succeed, are the ones that, you know, everything you see online and everything that's posted and whatnot, like that is your online image. That is your project. That's the persona, as you know, that people see, and you have to maintain that in the social media world. But it's everything that you build around that. Like you have to stay dialed in. You can't get sucked into the partying and doing this, that, and everything. Like you have to truly treat this as a business. Like
well,
you have
exactly
to
what it is.
Yeah, you have to market yourself. You have to network. You have to stay. When you're out, when like I'm out in the club or I'm at a restaurant, you have to always be, you're an entertainer. You always have to be on your A game. This is your persona that you put out to the public. You have to be ready to sell, like basically sell yourself.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Weights and measures. So, and it's a lot of work. It's night and day. But I think having that corporate experience really helped me on the business side. It's very different. It's hard. Pays a lot less. The benefits are worse. But you know, from a satisfaction point and quality of life, from just personal growth and like the achievement, like you're working for yourself, and you have to you have to have personal responsibility. You have to be self-driven. Yeah.
And when you're following your dream, it makes everything worth it. Like it's
Yeah.
okay if I don't have all the benefits anymore, like
Right.
a 401k, or like there's so much that you have to leave behind,
Yeah.
like the security.
Yeah.
But when you're following someone, something you're actually passionate about, it's
Exactly.
so different.
Yeah. It's hard. Like there are days when it's not fun, but then those days, like those moments and like the success and just that personal satisfaction, you work twice as hard, you work twice as much. But yeah, I don't know if I answered your question.
Yeah, no,
But
it's all worth it.
it
And
definitely is all
then-
worth it. It's so satisfying, and it's inspirational, like to yourself. Like you feel like your successes feel so much more. You're not succeeding to basically make someone else rich, or like you know, at any point they could just choose to like chop you. Like I went through a lot of layoffs. I worked in the oil and gas industry, and I watched people that have been working their entire lives, you know, 30 some years, get laid off when they weren't quite at the point when they were ready to. They were just tossed out like when it was not their time. So from that aspect, it's like I'm working for myself, and I'm not, it's very risky, and it pushes you outside your bubble. So it's scary. But I'm looking back, and the fulfillment that I've had just from doing something that I've wanted to do my whole life and taking the risk and having to make sacrifices. Yeah, I don't make the kind of money that I did working in oil and gas. But from a satisfaction standpoint, like I feel like I'm at the point now, like if for whatever reason my life ended, like I feel like I've lived a fulfilled life, you know, at least to this point. There's of course a million other things to do, but like back when I was in oil and gas, I was like working corporate, I was like, am I going to get the chance to do that? And you just watch these years and you're like slaving away for the man and slaving away for someone else. And yeah, it's comfortable, but
it goes by so fast too.
You just get stuck and it just becomes, it's scary to leave it. So it wasn't, I think, until the point where, you know, like breaking up with my ex and being basically unemployed, like I don't know that I would have had the courage to actually do it. So
yeah, a lot of people say being unemployed is a blessing because you get to create your own life from scratch.
Right. But I've had opportunities to go back in oil and gas, and honestly, I had a very successful career. I had some very high profile jobs. I have a good education, and I have a very, very, very strong resume. So I have the opportunity to go back, and I could easily make extremely good money in oil and gas, work for some major corporations and very good roles. But to me, that just, like, it would take away from what I'm doing now, and I believe in what I'm doing so much that it's not worth it to me.
Hell yeah, I love that.
I feel like man, our conversation, we should just put microphones on. We're in the kitchen taking shots because
I know, I love that. We'll bring a bottle next time. We'll definitely have another one. We'll have you on again.
I wish I would have been here earlier.
Maybe a good note to end on is let's talk about like Mischief Minded and like where's your road going? What's going on? Like what's the future for DJ Lace?
Yeah.
Well, Mischief Minded was the company that I started with my best friend / manager, Danny. My first company I started was Lace Productions. It was more I want to teach people in the industry business. I meet a lot of people that are hustlers that don't know shit about business. Like I've been very blessed to have, you know, I was in the leadership program for the company that I worked for, so I had a lot of good leadership development, a lot of good experience. Mischief Minded was my second project that I kicked off with Danny. And we started it because of my friend Max. You know, when I first started DJing, it was very hard. Like I dealt with a lot of shitty things, you know, just like people were just mean, you know, and people were jealous. And I didn't know what I was doing really. And I would call Max and I would say, can you just be there in case something happens? Like, and I need help. Like I was taking these gigs and I'm performing in front of people and I really didn't know what I was doing that well. But that was really the only opportunity I had to play on this equipment. So that was my only choice to do it. But he would show up for me. But I saw him and he was so talented. And I was like, what if someone was behind him, like helping him with the things that you need in this industry? Like, you know, just someone to, whether you need professional photographers or you need someone to help you get gigs or something like that. So he had a manager looking at him that wanted to kind of take him over, and we wanted to bring him into what we were doing. At that point, I'd put Danny as my manager. Everyone laughed about it. Like you've only been DJing a year, you don't need a manager. Then everyone was watching, and then all of a sudden they saw what Danny and I were doing together, and they wanted Danny to manage them. But really, Danny, I put him in that role, and he didn't know shit about the industry at all. But I was like, I need a buffer between these fucking assholes that are coming at me in the industry and trying to walk all over me. Yeah. And also, the image that you put out into this industry, like people pay attention. It's like, oh wow, she already has a manager. Like you're at the next level. Damn, I'm telling all my secrets. I'm gonna tell you. Like,
tell them.
I mean, everyone's watching what you're doing, and the perception that people have of you helps your growth. Like just like when you have followers or you're doing these things, like people are like, oh wow, like big things are happening. Yeah. You can basically create your own image and what you want people to believe of you. Anyways, so we started Mischief Minded. Mischief Minded is it's basically we want to find exceptional talent in the industry, represent them, give them the tools that they need to grow as artists, invest in them essentially, and give them more opportunity, because it's not cheap being an artist. It's not cheap to DJ. It's not cheap to have studio time, or like maybe a videographer or a professional photographer there at your set so you can have good content to post on social media. So we started it for that, just to give people an opportunity that we see. And then on top of that, we like to do events. So when we do that, we also give the opportunity. There's a lot of gatekeeping. It's hard to get gigs. Like, it's hard to get a chance to actually show what you're capable of. So we throw events that gives people an opportunity to shine, to perform, and also the experience that we give with people in building our community of like-minded individuals that just love house music and love to support each other. So we do the events for that reason. We also do some, philanthropic work with the cancer research, and then also the Toys for Tots. And then our third vertical and the third part of our company will be our merchandise. So it's our little brand. It's our little baby. It's a community we're building where hopefully we'll get to give some people an opportunity to get to the next level where they never would have had it before.
I love that, and I've been seeing y'all's events lately. I haven't been able to make it because we work weekends, but oh my god, just the footage that I've been seeing of people having a great time, people vibing out, the sets, how full your events have gotten. Like,
no, y'all are killing it.
Y'all are killing it.
We were literally just downstairs. We were talking to her roommate and her roommate's friend that was here with us. And we were saying, we're about to do this podcast with our friend Lace. Like, she's a DJ, blah, blah, blah. We showed them your Instagram. They both said, oh my God, I know her.
Yeah.
Then they said they recognize you from the coffee.
The coffee and house. So we have the biggest one in Texas right now. So these daytime parties have been popping off.
So many people.
I mean, major DJs are doing them now. They did them during during Music Week. But Mischief Minded has the biggest one. And this was actually, Max was the one that finally took the plunge. Like, he works at the podium, and he kind of kicked it off. And we have a partner in the event, Para. And I can't take any sort of credit for this. This was like, Max and Para did the marketing. It's kind of some idea that they'd seen on TikTok, but it has grown into the biggest daytime house music event in Texas. So
they're saying
it was
10
crowded,
or 10 a.m. is the new 10 p.m.
It is. People are wanting to get out of that club culture there.
Yeah.
Like, we have people from their running club showing up, and they just want to hear good
you guys
music.
played the running club at Alpha Land, right?
I have not, but Max has. And I think he did that with Par as well. So I think Par actually built Alpha Land. But people they don't want to be in the
like
club
the music.
Culture. But the house music is such an abrasive. It's such an abrasive community. Like, people just want to vibe, have fun, and like when music is playing and people are grooving, it's kind of like the icebreaker, and you're meeting new people, and it's not crazy. What I love about the house music community is you never know if you're talking to a billionaire that's dressed in his Saturday slacks.
They're all in their t-shirts.
Or someone that's been homeless for a year. Like, no one really cares who you are in this scene. And I think that's what people are so tired of, the club culture, where it's the bottle popping and
showing out.
Like, people, it's just
people coming for the music,
name brand,
the music,
to connect.
the good times, like doing something. And there's so much assumption that this is really just a drug scene and you can't listen to this music unless you're drugs.
It's really not.
No. Of course, in any sort of, even
a club, it's gonna happen. It's gonna happen.
Clubs, sports, lawyers, like whatever industry you're in. It turns out everyone in every, like, not everyone, tons of people in every industry do drugs and they drink. I think people are bringing their kids. It's wholesome music. Like, the message about house music is overall like very about emotions and love and unity. And so I think people are naturally just gravitating towards that, and it gives them a daytime event. Like, we have kids come to our event and they're just vibing on the music, and like it's great. It's breaking down those barriers that people have this conception of what house music is, and they're seeing a different side of it.
Yeah, definitely. Because no matter what, we need music.
Oh, yeah. It's healing. Music saved my life.
No, music is healing.
Yeah.
And it's in everything. It's in every, even like religion. People use music to worship, and people use music
to their prayers.
To cry to dance to, smile to. Like, it's just everything.
It's so important. It's I'm excited for these daytime events, and there's time for that, but I'm seeing people like connect, and they're making business deals. They're meeting people that have similar life experiences that they wouldn't normally connect to, like at your job place. It's hard to meet people. So I'm excited for the community that we're growing. You know, Mischief is definitely getting a name within Houston and within other cities too. People are wanting to be a part of our events. Like artists are wanting to work with us. We have artists from overseas that are hitting us up that want to get to be a part of it. You know, it's really exciting, and I'm excited. Like we've had a couple of artists that have released, like we had one, for instance, at the most recent event we did at Noto. He played his track for the first time live, I think.
Oh wow.
And I think it was, we had like, it was kind of like a red themed event. We had like some fire looking things, and I think the name of his track was actually like Burn or something like that. I can't remember what it is. I'm sorry, Brandino, I forgot the name of your track, but it was a fire track. But anyways, we filmed it, and we had professional videographers there filming it, and he got to release that track, and it was an amazing track. And just to see have an event that gave someone in the industry that opportunity to shine, like just the good feeling that comes from that, and like the difference that you're making in other people's lives, like it's pretty incredible. I'm excited for what Mischief has in store.
I love that. Me too. I'm excited for you guys.
Is there anything else you want to say to the people today before we
No.
Okay. All right.
Well, I love you so much, and thank you for
I love
coming
you
on
guys
our
too. I love you guys
podcast.
too. Damn, I thought we were going to talk more about you guys. Like, why are we talking about me?
No, we're here for you, baby.
Yeah,
Where
well,
can
you
they
can
find
come
you?
back
Where can they
on.
follow you?
Oh, spell lace, bitch. I mean, just spell lace. You can drop the bitch.
Spell
Spell
lace,
lace.
bitch, minus the bitch.
Spell lace. Big
Spell
DJ.
lace minus the bitch.
Okay.
Yeah, spell lace.
LACE.
LACE. Yeah.
All right. Thank you guys so much for tuning into Tough Luck Podcast. Make sure you're subscribed if you're on YouTube or Spotify or Apple Podcast, and leave a review and add us to your playlist, your podcast
And Lace.
playlist. And Lace.
And lace.
Desanti and Lace.
Desanti and
Desanti.
Lace.
R.I.P.
And Nikki
Internet
Drake.
Barbie.
Oh, has this
She's
been
not
announced
gone.
This is
publicly
today,
yet?
yeah.
I posted on my story today. I haven't.
Damn, I haven't even looked at your story.
I haven't.
You don't follow-
I'm gonna
shit.
do
I
an
feel like a
announcement.
horrible friend.
That's
No.
crazy. No, she's been busy.
I mean,
And I haven't been online, so I'm gonna make an
I
announcement.
did see that you were stepping
officially.
back, and I did see you were focusing on production.
Yeah.
So I'm super proud of you for that.
Thank you.
I can't wait to drop your tracks in my sets.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, I can't wait to dance there because
Can't wait.
I don't make music, so I'm just a supporter.
Yeah.
Once I get my
But-
violin fixed.
Oh yeah.
Right.
She does
I
do
need
music.
you at one of my sets.
You do
Okay.
music.
You still don't have that string fixed?
Dude, I'm
It's a
busy.
$5
I'm on a
string.
podcast now. I'm busy.
$5 string.
I mean, it's a lot of work. I see this.
You have no
It
idea.
is. Oh my god.
All right.
Bye.
Okay. I gotta run. You guys.
Thanks